whatever you need. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, we are back now, live again from AmFest. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Excited.
I'm tired already.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I've brought some performance enhancers, and
We've got a lot of coffee.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
coffee. Yeah,
coffee
there's
brand coffee and,
Yeah.
and snacks.
yeah.
Melanie and I think we're gonna open a coffee brand coffee retail store.
We are.
That's our new plan.
Well, it's easy to move it when it's free.
yeah,
We'll
that's
see-
true.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
Everyone's
the
all happy
next
to
level.
take.
We gotta work hard.
You don't
We
have
can
to
do
bounce
this.
us.
Yeah, we'll
We
see
can
what you do
do
when you
it.
start putting price on it. But Hannah Claire, why don't you let us know a little bit about our guest today and
Yeah.
what we're going to talk about?
Well, I'll let Ryan introduce himself. I think he's really interesting. When I was doing a lot more written news, I would often see him generating very angry headlines because he was in charge of the public schools in Oklahoma. So why don't you give
Yeah.
us a little bit about your background and what you're currently up to?
Absolutely. The coffee is distracting, though. That does look amazing sitting right there in front of us. Yeah, so I was the superintendent of Oklahoma Public Schools, and we went in, and I mean, we decimated DEI, decimated the teachers' unions. And so, yeah, the left was just always losing their mind of everything we did. We were the first state, we put a Turning Point USA chapter in every high school.
Oh, love it.
And so now
and
Texas.
this was like 5 years ago, right? This is
Yes,
a long
yeah,
time.
yeah. So we had a lot of fun with that. And of course, the left just keeps getting crazier and crazier.
Right.
And so what I'm doing now is I work for an organization, say enough bad things about them, but enjoying our organization, which is, no, we actually just want American values in our schools,
Yeah.
like crazy concept, right? Like actually when you teach math, you don't tell a kid that they might be a boy or a girl that day, like all that garbage, get all that out. But the teachers unions have been the heaviest funder of the Democrat Party. So what we've said is, guys, like, are you really wanting to pay
Yeah.
for Kamala Harris's campaign? I mean, $400 million to Kamala Harris for the teachers.
But she had Beyonce, maybe.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
of,
that would
maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, it was. The teachers union is probably, other than the police union, they both wield a lot of political power, and the teachers union is perhaps the worst in terms of like being just nakedly biased to supporting Democrats, and really not caring too much. I mean, it's like. Part of the reason our schools suck so bad is because not just all the policies, but they keep bad teachers in their job forever. They don't turn anybody over that needs to get turned over.
Yep.
Teachers have been before, and he was like very careful not to smudge. I'm like, can we get somebody in here that cares? Well, they're union, they have tenure, they never get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, here's a crazy concept. We did this in Oklahoma. How about if you're a good teacher, you make more money and we
Yeah.
pay you better? And then if you're a bad teacher, we fire you. Like
Yeah.
in every other industry in the world. You know, what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, but they fight all that. The unions fight it. And like you said, you've got such an opportunity miss. Like, first of all, the good of it, right? Like if you actually had good people or doing a good job, of course, the benefits. But to your point, you got people that don't care. You got people that are just left-wing activists. And then, frankly, you've got, like, predators and everything else. They're out defending
Right.
them and keeping them from being fired. I mean, it's the craziest
Yep.
concept that they wrap themselves in. Like, we're just these nice teachers. Like, no, the teachers' union is not. Their union bosses are the nastiest political people out there.
Yeah.
I grew up in a state where even if you weren't a member of the union, you still had to pay dues, which I
Yeah.
cannot really understand other than like a mafia holdup.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the Supreme Court ruled a few years ago in the Jan. You don't, so we're going to fight against it. We're going to sue these districts to do that. We're going to sue the states to do that. And we're going to bring freedom back to education, free market back to education, and say, listen, actually, we want good people to be teachers.
Yeah.
And so we're going to support them. We're going to get them in the profession. And we're going to continue to undermine the teachers union and destroy it. I mean, our goal is, I don't want a teachers union. I mean, there shouldn't be a teachers union.
Yeah.
I mean, a public sector union, like the teachers union, they shouldn't exist. But you see how radicalized they've become. I think the
Right.
American people have woken up to that of,
For
that's
sure.
not what I want in my kindergarten classroom with my kid.
Sure.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure the people in Oklahoma probably are really supportive of what you guys are doing with Oklahoma, like voting completely red, for example.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's right.
Really good.
And I mean, and you guys saw this too. After Charlie Kirk's heinous, evil assassination, you had teachers, not one,
So many of them.
Oh,
not two,
that's true, yeah.
hundreds, thousands of them coming out, joyfully
Celebrating.
praising it, asking for repeat examples of it. Guys, in Oklahoma, I launched investigations of, hey, any teacher that does this here, we're going to fire him, right? How many of you figure we found?
Ooh.
In a red state, okay, red
Oh.
state, every county voted for Trump. Every county voted for President Trump 3 times in a row.
I'm scared of this.
I
Coming
feel like this is a
scared.
trap. I want to say 0, but then I feel like you're going to tell me it's a big number and it's going to make me sad.
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess 100 just to like
I'm
set
gonna
the
go.
ceiling high.
I'm gonna go. The Price is Right 1.
10.
Okay, good. You got a spectrum.
Yeah.
160.
Oh.
And I will tell you, I thought 3 or 4. You know, I saw no.
I was
Where
expecting
are they
10 to be right on the
coming
money.
from?
Yeah.
I just wonder what is motivating these.
So, I mean, that's the weirdest part.
The power.
So
Yeah.
this is slightly different, but I live in West Virginia. West Virginia has the Hope Scholarship, which is basically their school choice initiative. It allows some flexibility. I was wondering, because you're talking about the free market, what your stance on school choice would be. Because to me, it seems like the teachers' unions are often the ones being like, you can't do that. You're taking away from the
But
poor
our
public
government
schools.
subsidies.
But we need the children to
that.
come to our
Her
school.
theory about, she remember that question, but she really like opened my eyes when she talked about how schools, the only reason they care about attendance is because the head count.
Yeah.
I never even knew that.
Yep.
I was like, oh.
They you got the attendance award because you got the school the most money that year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's based on, and correct me if I'm wrong, at least in the states I lived in, it's based on how many kids are in the school by the start of school. Like that influences their budget.
Yeah.
And then no, you're 100% right. And then they don't care if you leave after the count date.
No.
So whatever that count
Yeah, the
date
count
is,
date
it's
is
like,
the day.
hey, you don't got to come, whatever. You know what I mean? But no, you're exactly right on that. And what you see is, I fully support school choice. So what we did is we launched a very aggressive campaign against the teachers union and introduced school choice in Oklahoma at the same time. Because again, to your point, the only reason they want you trapped in that school is for power and control over you.
Yeah.
So no, if there's a better school, if a parent wants to homeschool or wants to do something else,
Right.
why would you fight that? It's their time.
Subsidized, that's the wrong word, but like, give me a tax break.
Yeah,
Right.
like there's
whatever is-
scholarships. Like you
yeah.
can put the money towards, whatever homeschool funds. If it's also allowed to be used for like offsetting costs of private school tuition. So it's a flexibility, and I think that's ultimately what most people want for education. I mean, you and I are, and maybe you are too, are survivors of public school.
Yes.
But Melanie was
Oh yeah,
homeschooled
Melanie is
and,
a homeschool.
and
yeah,
loved
yeah.
it, right? Like
I
you don't
love
have
it.
any
Yes.
regrets.
Yes, I'm so happy that my mom did that for my brothers and I, and that we didn't get indoctrinated in the system and
Yeah.
all of that. So
And let's think about
It's wonderful.
like what a crazy concept that is. Like, so parents that want to spend more time with their kids,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
we don't want to encourage that.
Yeah, that's
It's
wild.
like
Only creeps want to keep kids away from their parents. I mean,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
there is the rare case where, there are kids who come to school and talk to a teacher about abuse or something that's happening at home.
Right.
But, like, for the most part, I think most parents love their kids. And if they want to be more involved, shouldn't we encourage that?
yeah.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Well, creeps, yeah. Well, so, what is the latest now? So now, what can we get the word out? I know your time is my viewers help you.
Well, I appreciate it, and thank you for having me on. Love what you guys are doing. They can go to our website, teacherfreedom.com, and sign up. Again, hey, look, we're a membership organization for teachers to leave the union and join, but we're for everybody. Parents, students, taxpayers. Come help with this effort to defeat the teachers union. We shouldn't be using taxpayer dollars to fund teachers unions a second longer. It's time to get the teachers out. It's time to destroy the teachers unions and bring back common sense and the free market education. Look, I believe it's vital for the moment, but I also think for the future of the country, you've got to push back on this, and we've got to win this war, or our schools will continue to be these indoctrination mills that, like, we can win battles, but we're not going to win the war if they continue to
Yeah.
control the schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
All
on.
right. Well, I love
Uh,
that. And then what? Oh, go
So,
ahead, Hannah Claire.
this is Ryan Walter. I just want to make sure I said his
Ryan
full
Walter,
name.
yeah.
You guys should look him up. I'm really glad you got to join us. Sorry, Jeremy, I don't want to close your
No,
show.
I was gonna. Well, we're gonna stay live.
Teacherfreedom.com.
Teacherfreedom.com. Mods later. When you clip this, please put that in the description. And yeah, dude, thanks for stopping by.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it very much.
yeah.
Thank you.
You
Thank
did a good job
you.
battling the mic. You gotta really, you really gotta be on it, and
Yeah.
It takes some getting used to. But
Yeah, sorry about leaving
No,
the
you
mic.
Oh, good
did
job.
good.
No,
You
you're
did
good.
good.
Thank
Good to meet you, dude. Hey,
Thank you so
email.
much.
Now you have Hannah Claire's. Just email me
Absolutely.
if you want to come on like during a regular show.
I would love it.
Yeah, we'll have you on.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, thank you, dude.
guys. Thank you.
We're gonna stay live, but people said the connection, but it seems
Okay.
okay. We had a feeling this was gonna be a
Yeah,
problem.
I mean,
'cause-
today was test show really, and it's been great. Chat's been really helpful, helping us get things going.
yeah,
Our audio levels
yeah, everything seems good.
looks good.
Melanie's going to take
Yes.
a brief
It
break.
is my break.
We're gonna
time.
stay live though,
Okay.
so get out of here,
Melanie's
Melanie.
escaping. No
Alright.
escape yet.
I'm
Don't
gonna
let 'em
look
see
for
your
We got some
feet.
hate crimes to
Okay.
commit, Melanie. Come on.
Yeah,
Stuff.
no
All right?
promises.
No handsy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
All right? Everyone's watching us. So some guy here said he's going to pay me $5 if that guy right there. Thank you. Thank you.
$5 for what?
You don't want to know, but
Oh.
that guy's eager and
That's
happy. You're gonna
gross.
make
I don't want to know about
I
this.
do want to know.
You're gonna
Tell
make
me
the
later.
quickest,
I'm
the best
also gonna
$5 of
leave.
your life.
The quickest $5
That guy
of my
right
life?
there. That
Oh,
guy
okay.
right there.
What do I got to touch?
Yeah, he's smiling for a
Ew.
reason. He's touching you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna walk
He's
off.
touching you. Oh man.
So we've got someone from Gays for Groomers coming up
Who's
next.
that?
The signal's a little jumpy, but smoothing out. Yeah, as more people pack in here, this might be the only live that we can do. We'll see.
I like this live. I think we should be doing.
Well,
live.
no, I
Live
mean,
makes
It's
but if
just
the
battling the
connection,
internet,
we're
right?
battling the internet, and as more people come, it'll like degrade the signal.
Yeah.
But we'll
That's
still
true.
record live and then upload it as a VOD. Yeah, take it. Yeah.
Funny thing about this setup is that we are also giving away coffee. So it's
Yeah.
like there are people very close to us. I don't think chat realizes that.
Dog hair being all over the place with 3 German Shepherds.
It sucks. It's everywhere, and there's no getting rid
You
of
don't.
it. You just
yeah,
accept it.
You just
the
accept
pain
that
and
it's going to be
suffering.
there. You accept that it's going to be in your glass of water.
Yep.
And your whatever you're cooking, there's going to be some in there. I have Roborocks.
How much are those?
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
There are probably better ones that are cheaper. Like that one brand that used to start out at like Shark.
I got a cheapo version from like Facebook Marketplace for $50.
Well, I'll
It
tell you what.
sucks.
The one I have, it has an arm.
I saw yours. Yours
Yeah.
is like freaking.
Yeah, an arm
R2D2.
comes out of it and will pick up dog
What?
toys
Yeah,
and put them
yeah,
away.
yeah.
That's crazy. I have one. I think it's called like an iBob or something.
Yeah.
And like it was fine. I don't think I take very good care of it.
iBob.
Yeah.
Mine
I got it
racist.
from Best Buy. You know.
Mine washes, mops the floors,
What?
dries the mop, vacuums, and it has an arm that comes out of it and will pick up
This
like
is-
shoes. And
And you
stuff
still
out of
have
it.
dog hair everywhere.
And I'm saying,
Yeah.
I have invested
Same.
the most amount of money anyone can for dog hair, and it's still everywhere.
Yeah, there's no getting rid of it.
Plus, you have
It's
a ton of
insane.
cats too. I mean, you're just
Yeah.
like down for the count.
Well, there's often like tumbleweeds
Oh
of
my
like dog hair that will come blowing through.
And
Yeah, on the floor, you just kind of see the wave of dog hair.
how is Atlas?
Good. You know, she's good. Staying busy.
you get
We're
her
looking. We're looking for
That girl
a
looked
boyfriend.
familiar. Who's that?
A boy. Which one?
The girl you were talking to. She looked familiar. Anyway, not blonde. I know he's
Beggars
not on
can't be
Wi-Fi.
choosers. Okay. All right.
Look, we're trying to have a Hallmark moment where he brings her to the booth, they fall in love, and they get married by Christmas. What do you guys
Oh,
want?
I like that.
Yes.
Or what about married down here? I can officiate.
In this state?
Can you?
No,
Can you
not
really?
in Arizona, but I've done 3 weddings.
Have you really?
Yeah.
But some aren't legal because you married them outside of the state you're ordained in?
No,
I've
I did the
crashed some.
paperwork in Wisconsin, and then I did the marriage in Colorado, and then I did
Wanna
2
bring a
in
guest up?
Wisconsin. Sure. Hannah Claire's gonna go get our guest.
Hannah, doing a great job.
Hannah Claire.
Hannah. Cash Patel right here, guys. Cash
Hey.
Patel, guys. Look at that guy right here. Cash, man, what are you doing at the FBI? What is this? I wish we could pan the camera around, but that guy
Oh,
looks.
shout out.
That guy looks exactly like Cash Patel. Hey, how's it
Don't
going?
listen to him. Yeah.
That's Cash Patel. Tell me that's not Cash Patel right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What do you say?
you told me. You told about me.
Oh yeah. That looks like Cash Patel, right?
Yeah, it's Casper.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
no.
You, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked.
Mine too. Yeah.
You gotta introduce yourself for us.
Yeah.
Give us like
All
a
right.
name, a title.
Yeah.
So my name is Rich Guggenheim, and I am an employee with the State of Colorado Department of Agriculture, whistleblower, also director of legislation for an organization called Gays Against Groomers.
That is a lot on the resume.
Multiple business cards worth.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't get paid for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's funny how many people will take your time for free.
So
Go ahead.
you
Hannah.
stopped me because you're like, I have a breaking story.
Yeah,
Do you want to
oh,
talk
yeah.
about this?
Yeah.
Sure. Let me start with the very beginning back in November. So as I said, I'm a program manager for the Colorado Department of Agriculture. And I oversee plant health, so making sure that our crops that we grow are healthy and that I certify them for export. We have
Okay.
a global market for our agriculture in Colorado. But Colorado, being Colorado, and with Governor Polis pushing his DEI agenda, we get federal grants for what I do to help safeguard Colorado agriculture. And that grant from the USDA comes with a stipulation that we're going to follow federal policies and federal guidelines. And I said, our managers meeting had on the agenda, they were going to talk about an inclusive leadership is Colorado for All initiative. So I commented in the chat that this is just DEI on steroids. And my director, Wanderad Gabru, said, this is inappropriate. And I said, I don't care. And he said, good, it's on record that you don't care. And I said, no, it's on record that you will engage in viewpoint discrimination and silence anybody who doesn't go along with your agenda. And so I told him in a private chat, I said, I have contact with the Department of Justice and the White House, and I'm going to turn this over to them. And your federal grants are going to get turned off.
Uh-oh.
So I did. That day I went home and I took all of this evidence that I had been compiling for a while, including the agenda, meeting minutes and all that stuff, job announcements and a federal grant.
When was this?
This was back in November.
Okay.
So I sent that all to the Department of Justice about what was going on with evidence. 29 days later, so that's this month, here in December, I got this last week put on notice by the state and my HR director that, by the way, my HR director has a teenage daughter that identifies as transgender.
Oh, okay.
So that tracks.
Are they aware of your other part?
Yes, they are very aware. This is not the first rodeo that I've had with the Colorado. They have placed me under investigation for undisclosed policy violations. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to decouple my whistleblowing because they know that is federally protected and also protected under state statute. So they're trying to say, no, this isn't about that. This is about you making threats and disrupting state functions and insubordination.
Oh, so they're just making it up.
Yeah.
And
you work remotely. Like you're talking about, like you disrupted like a chat. Like this is happening online, right?
Yeah, it was just like a Zoom chat.
You're so crazy and disruptive.
It's disruptive
Just
because
wild.
I'm like, you guys are literally going to have your federal our tax dollars, your grant to fund protecting agriculture in Colorado. You're going to risk losing that because you continue and insist on pushing DEI initiatives.
Yeah. There's been a lot of these agencies that early on were kind of like, hey, we're going to rebrand it, or we're going to continue to do everything that we do. How much of this, so if these, I've after years of seeing like this stuff get weaponized, I am not optimistic again for your odds. I'm pulling for you to not win here, able to decouple. And I guess given the current administration, you have a little better chance.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's so important about this. If this had happened, if we had Kamala as president, there's no way we'd be able to fight against this. But with President Trump in office, and he has issued that executive order that dismantles DEI by whatever name it goes by. And I think that's really important because when you understand what DEI is, people on the surface may think, oh, why is it a bad thing? Well, because it really creates what they call a level playing field. And when you create a level playing field, an example I give, if I'm working as a state employee and I'm working really hard and then I see the person next to me that's a state employee and they're doing absolutely nothing and we're getting paid the exact same, that is a level playing field. But what incentive do I have to go above and beyond under the guise of inclusivity? The other thing that I say, and I said this as a gay man, I said, I am told in these trainings that I'm supposed to be a victim, that I'm supposed to be oppressed, that I'm supposed to be marginalized, and I refuse to buy into that ideology and play that game. You are not going to use me for political football.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how there's kind of been this, like the old gays references or like...
Community?
Correct, yeah. And it's like they're really hanging on to that LNG to push their agenda.
Because they're using us as a shield because they know that on its face, gender ideology is nothing but Marxism rebranded.
Yes, yeah. And it's been great to see whether it was like Gays Against Groomers or I know that there's a chapter, or one of the, actually, I know somebody who works for them in my state. And it's like, it was really cool to see people say like, hey, this is a common sense thing. This isn't like an ideology thing. This isn't a who I sleep with thing. This is like a common sense thing. Like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be, and then
mutilating and sterilizing children.
Yeah, maybe 14-year-olds shouldn't have a double mastectomy. You know,
you guys are crazy. So radical over here.
Yeah.
But that's really what it comes down to is we're telling children like, oh, there's something fundamentally wrong with you, and the only way for you to gain acceptance is to become a lifelong patient and a revenue stream for big pharma. We're medicalizing
Yeah.
something that isn't even wrong. The cure for gender dysphoria is literally puberty.
Or time. I always say that we used to just call these people goth, or like it's a confusing
It
time in
is-
your life.
But here's the thing that's crazy about it to me as a gay person, I see it as a modern day form of conversion therapy.
Yeah.
Because we're taking children who are proto-gay children, as I call them, they would grow up to be healthy, functioning adults. They'd just be gay or lesbian, or they're autistic.
Yes.
And we're preying on these people, and we're turning them into a cash cow for big pharma, and we're literally doing irreversible harm to them, so it's very predatory. It's very ableist. The other thing that I see about it is we're telling women that you have to give up your right to consent and say no to men in your spaces. It's the
Yeah.
most misogynist, homophobic ideology that there is out there.
Yeah, the women's spaces thing has been so infuriating for so long. I'm glad to see people pushing back with the current administration. There's more some protections around it, but it wasn't even that long ago. Like, who was this woman? She's like a fitness Instagram model, or she's a fitness influencer in New York, and she just went viral for saying like they've had a man in
Yeah, Tish Heyman.
Tish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was like, we're still doing this? Like I thought.
It's 2025.
Yeah,
Like,
I
You know
thought
what's
we-
crazy about that is so Tish is a lesbian.
She's a
fitness,
lesbian and black,
and she's
so
black.
that's
And-
why she can speak out about it.
But
though.
they still try to shut her up, and they do
Yeah.
the same thing to me. And I'm like, you know what's really? I literally have no skin in the game. But for the longest time, I've been out there. I am the director of legislation, so I travel across the country, and I go to DC, and I've written legislation, and I'm testifying in all over the country, and I'm saying, where are the parents? Where
Yeah.
are the parents in all of this? And then I understand, like, if I get death threats as a gay person, and the gay community has banned me from going to gay bars or going out to gay events, and
you
they-
get ungayed if
Oh,
you are like
you're like you. I've literally had people like, I don't think you're really gay, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I don't care what you think. Like, let's talk to your boyfriend about that.
yeah right
Or
yeah.
any of
Like,
the TPUSA
oh, like, oh.
hussies challenging your
I call them the MAGA
state now.
twinks. I'm like,
Mega
"What?"
twinks.
So,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like, you do receive a lot of hate, and unfortunately, in my situation, it comes from both sides. But this isn't about my sexuality. This isn't like that's none of your damn business. I'm just gonna say that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to know about it.
The world was
then
better
why are
when
you
that was
asking
everyone's
about it? Like,
opinion.
why are you
Yeah.
making it your business? It's not your business. This is about protecting children, and this is about protecting women's spaces. And that, as a director of legislation, I have written a bill in Congress. I supported Marjorie Taylor Greene's bill that just passed the House yesterday. I wrote a piece of legislation that is called the Detransitioners Bill of Rights. So that creates a statute of limitations. And
It'll be up there with like pharma. And
I
like,
think this is going to be the next opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
But also, I've got some stuff in Colorado that I'm working on right now. Protect girls' sports. We got a ballot initiative in Colorado to protect girls' sports. We have another one that will ban surgeries on the minors. And then the third one, and believe it or not, in Colorado, it is only a misdemeanor to buy or sell a child for sex.
What?
So this will make it a felony to traffic children for sex.
That is-
Isn't that insane? This is Colorado.
Did Epstein pass this law?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We have tried for 3 consecutive legislative sessions to pass that bill, and it dies every
You had to
single
try-
year because
Hold
they.
on.
Imagine being
you
on
had
the other
to
side of
try
that.
multiple times to get this to be more
Yeah.
than a misdemeanor?
And here's what's even more mind blowing: every time it dies, it's because the LGBTQ plus
Yep.
caucus
Yeah.
in the legislature says that it would marginalize LGBTQ plus people. I'm like, are these people
Holy-
trying to admit that LGBTQ plus people are child predators?
Yeah. Isn't that a funny? Like it's
Whoa,
not. It's
that's
not
so
a funny
crazy.
thing.
It's
It's like
insane, isn't it? And it's just
Yeah.
it's so offensive to me.
well, and that's one of the things too that the gay community has, specifically men, really has had to deal with, like that this like association with pedophilia, and then so like when you have these people come and say like, well, yeah,
This whole narrative about Marsha P. Johnson, I don't know if you know,
I
like
don't know
that
Educate me.
story about Marsha P. Johnson is who all of us gay and lesbian people owe our rights to, because it was a black transgender woman who threw the first brick at Stonewall, which is demonstrably false. But also the fact that Marsha and her buddy, they were just drag queens. They didn't identify as transgender, but they ran the Star House in New York City. And the Star House was literally a child sex trafficking operation where they sold children
Oh.
as young as 10
and this is the hero?
to the mafia to make boy-on-boy porn. And it's like, no, this is not who we're going to uphold as some saint of the LGBTQ plus community. They're
Yeah.
pedophiles, and they deserve to be called out. And this is something that we need to distance ourselves from. And so for me, as gay, both as a person and as a gay person with Gays Against Groomers, we're here to protect children, and we're here to it's simple. Leave the children alone.
yeah.
And
Well-
apparently take 3 times in Colorado to pass this bill.
Well,
That's
It
nuts.
may
Well, it
never
didn't
pass.
pass.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
cutting Jeremy off for sure.
No, go ahead. I was saying it may never pass.
That's why we're doing it through the citizens initiative process, because this is common sense. But even that has been an uphill battle trying to get it through the process. And ballot initiatives require any kind of political message.
How can people get involved locally with you? How can they, where should they follow? How can they get involved for people that'll be watching this back later?
You can follow me on X at Escaping TRP. Escaping the Rainbow Plantation is what that stands for.
Okay.
And then you can also follow Gays Against Groomers. We're on all of the platforms against groomers. We also have a Substack, so if you want to do Substack, and follow us on Substack. Then if you're going to be at AmFest, definitely stop by our booth.
Which booth is it? Do you know?
We're 341.
So in
we're
the same room as us.
We're
just
in
up
this,
the
yeah,
road.
like all the way in the other corner. But man, this place is so busy. I'm like, it's gonna take 20 minutes just to walk over there.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
But-
I don't know what's going on in front of us right now, but something
Something like it's.
They're lining up for the coffee, Jeremy.
I feel like
Oh, is
it's
that
the
what it is?
freeway
No.
in San Antonio right now. Like it's just a stop. It's a standstill.
kinda wild.
I think there is that's where they have the main events. That's why when they
I think that's a book signing that people are signing up for.
a book signing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you, what do you think about the MTG bill? Did it go far enough or not far enough? And for the people who don't know what just passed, can you talk about the significance of it and how
Sure.
it's going to be playing out in our modern culture?
Well, so Marjorie Taylor Greene's bill really was a bill that bans the meta reading.
Just
Once.
once.
So what
Yeah.
happens? What happens if you don't?
Your
go
balls
through-
drop?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're a guy,
Yeah.
and so when you stop that from happening, it's not reversible. Lupron is literally a drug that they give to sex offenders in prison
Yes.
to chemically castrate them,
Yeah.
and we're giving this to children. It is so bad what it does to the body that the ACLU sued to have it stopped being administered to inmates because of the harm that it does and the
Yeah. I was
irreversible
gonna
damage.
say you're
it
not
does.
allowed to give
So-
it to
Yeah,
inmates
so
anymore.
it's
Yeah.
off-label and it's being administered to children. It's chemically castrating young boys.
What a crazy pharmaceutical rebrand.
Well, they're like, we can't sell this anymore.
I've
And
got
then
an
someone
idea.
some guy in the
But
back of the room's like,
there's
I
some-
got it.
There's some white liberal woman in Hollywood who wants to transition 4 kids, and like, what are the odds that
What
all
are
4
the
of your kids
coincidence?
are
Yeah.
all trans?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So they're giving that to children. So it blocks that. It blocks the cross-sex hormones, and those I call them wrong-sex hormones because you're giving a child hormones that the body is not meant to produce at
Right.
levels it's not supposed to sustain. And that also causes irreversible harm and damage.
Right.
And then they're doing these surgeries. It blocks the surgeries. So what that does, her bill does in the pipeline. And that's where I think we need to also really, as a society, show compassion to a lot of these young people who are being caught up in the gender craze. And we need to show them love. And at the end of the day, I look at so many of the detransitioners, like Chloe Cole. We have Matt over at our booth right now. He's a detransitioner. When you talk to them and you hear about what has happened,
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, Chloe's story is pretty
There's-
crazy. It's pretty wild. I got to meet her too. And
Yeah, and standing
I have a
there-
lot of compassion for them because I feel like they get either they have some crazy lib mom or they just get caught up in this thing where it's like,
well, my friends are doing it, so I'm going to do it too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a social
Yeah.
contagion.
It totally
Like,
is.
Yeah. and-
especially for young boys that are more socially isolated and
Yeah.
kind of
Maybe on
being
the
brought in a
spectrum.
society where they have less opportunities and they're told that they're responsible for all of the historical evils and wrongs because they're white men.
Yeah.
It's like how do I get up in society? Oh, this gives me special
and now I have a
privileges.
victim card.
I'm already
Exactly.
awkward.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
awkward. I'm going through an awkward
Yeah.
phase of my life. How can I release the pressure of the world? Well, I can just say I'm non-binary. That's like low cost. Or,
Emotional trauma, and that's not even getting to the point where we're starting them down the physical pathway of transitioning.
Yeah.
And I think when we start looking at after they start to say, okay, I don't feel comfortable within this anymore, we need to build them an off ramp, and we need to build the parents an off ramp
Yeah.
to be able to
and
exit
to
the
accept
gender
them
woo.
too. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
people really
and then
gotta
we're
be-
going to have to welcome them back and understand like they come with a lot of emotional trauma.
Yeah.
We know that these drugs that they're on causes declines in IQ, so we're going to have to deal with that. We're going to
Jeremy's
have
eyes just bugged. He's like, declines in IQ.
yeah,
Yeah,
but this is the harm that it's doing to them, and so we're going to have to welcome them back and show them a ton of love and a ton of compassion. And I don't think that when we look at that, it's not hate to say that. It really is the truth, and it's going to be hard because we have a generation where we're looking at this and we're saying like, oh my gosh, we are just now starting to understand the harm and the trauma that's being
Yeah.
inflicted. And this really is, when I say this is a Marxist agenda, the goal behind the trans queer agenda is the erasure of Western society.
Good. I'm glad
The-
you said it out loud.
The
I mean,
foundation. In fact, I wrote a book. It's called Escaping the Rainbow Plantation, and I talk in that book how this family, and so that's what we're attacking is the foundation of society. But then I talk about 5 pillars: media, academia, science, medicine, and government.
I
and how
love that you're
each-
talking about all of this.
all
'cause
of
I
this-
think one of the challenges is that people are on the on-ramp, like you're saying, and they do not know how to get off. And I think that's probably the scariest part, because how many parents are looking at their kid and being like, I made
Well,
the
you
wrong
have to admit a
choice.
mistake, which is hard to
and that's
do.
why so many of them will
Yeah.
die on that hill.
Yeah.
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 And so, I hear a lot of people say like, oh, these parents should be in prison. It's like, I think the parents get deceived also, and they're lied to, because the story that's being pushed by the medical industry, will say, would you rather have a trans child or a dead
one?
child?
Yeah.
And that is a complete lie. We know that these children who go through with the transitioning, the suicide rates and the suicidal ideation increases after transition.
There was a recent
Yeah.
study what was that? It came out last year. I think it came out in Europe, where they were basically like, transitioning doesn't
Yeah.
help at
And
all.
a
The
lot of
CAS
European
report,
countries.
Yes,
CAS
the
review.
CAS report,
And then
yeah,
we've also got HHS. They just released their own systematic review on all of this stuff, and it said the same thing. It said the quality of evidence is poor, and they said that at the end of the day, there's no talking about this.
Look to the
You know?
science. Whoa, I
Whoa.
thought.
Yeah, like, hey, the same
there,
people are like,
Fauci.
did you get your vaccine? Like, well, no, but I transed my child. Am I still welcome into your crowd?
Did you see Luke's shirt?
It's a little
You're
funny.
unvaxxed, but oh my god! Be careful, bro. They're gonna come for you.
They
Just like
already
they're
have.
coming for me.
Rich, where can people find you?
Yeah.
Again, Escaping the Rainbow Plantation on social medias. I got Substack. I got Instagram.
And is your book for sale anywhere?
I'm giving it away. I got a couple copies over at my booth, so
Okay.
come spin the wheel and maybe you can win it. And then you can get it on Amazon too. But you know what's really, I say, like, I don't care about making any money off of this. Anybody who's ever written a book knows that somebody's getting rich off of my book, but it's not me.
Yeah. I've heard that.
But the
Yeah.
truth is so important, and that's one of the reasons I spoke out about this DEI at Colorado Department of Agriculture. We have an obligation, not just a legal obligation, but a moral obligation to stand up and speak out and speak the truth. The tagline of my book is literally "Speak freely." And so when we speak freely, the thing is, the truth is going to disinfect the lies that have been done. We need to expose it, shine the light of truth on these things. And honestly, I'm going to just say this. Until the federal government steps in and investigate people out in handcuffs,
Yes.
this is going to continue to happen. And there needs to be people thrown in jail for the rest of their life.
Yeah, we do definitely need that. I know you're a very busy man, and I really appreciate you stopping in. And then just keep in touch with Hannah Claire. We can send you a copy of this
Thank
if you
you.
want to post it out, and we'll take it out. And
Thanks for coming
thanks for
on.
joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll have the mods put that
Great.
link in the description. I don't know what's going on here. Like you said, it's a book signing.
Yeah, people are signing up for a book signing.
What book?
I don't know. We should send out one of the rascals to go rascal and try to find out what's going on. What is this?
What is that?
What is this?
I didn't realize it was an
Green-
energy drink. I thought it was a
Energy.
soda.
Oh,
Oh my
I
goodness.
also got Doritos just because I
Oh,
knew,
I
smelled it
knew
right
it
away.
would make you happy.
No,
How the
That
hell
makes-
do you smell Doritos from 10 feet
I
away?
knew the Cool Ranch. If you've
See,
ever had
I
Cool
know.
Ranch, you know the Cool Ranch.
Disgusting. Shame.
Yes,
Shame
I
on
just-
you.
And it was like the extra big bag, like for the one person only.
For the big
so-
back
It's-
inside
it's-
you.
it's
yeah.
For the big back inside me.
Yeah.
and so
It's filled with air
I got that
anyway.
and an energy drink like a true gamer.
Horrible.
Yeah, I love
Awful.
Yeah.
Bad choices. Bad decisions.
Yes.
So, doppelganger of quartering. I thought I saw Gavin McGinnis over there somewhere. So we got some, interesting people we could bring in. If you pan the camera, you'll be able to see what I'm seeing, and the joke would land that much better.
Yeah.
He's
So-
really good with faces. He recognizes everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah. You got to work the crowds.
What
If
are you
don't
guys
work
in
the
line
crowds
for?
here-
Ah.
Oh.
Open up general session for all the speakers.
General session starts at 5. What are you guys
Yeah, I
doing?
told
It's
you we're at
3:30.
a premium spot
It's
here.
3:30.
Ooh,
Guys,
Jeff's
become-
wanting me to say the word, but I
become-
can't. We're on YouTube.
Become funny really quick so they all want to watch our show. That's the thing about
Oh.
this live captive audience.
All I could do is become funny looking.
Yeah, I can't become funny
I
immediately.
can't become funny at all,
your
ever.
turn.
We all know this.
Yeah.
No, we're done.
No,
I don't
you
have
say the
any
word.
other. No, don't do it.
I did for one of
Do
the
it.
people here
Do
after
it.
you
Do
walked
it.
away from the booth, and it was.
We're
yeah.
not on YouTube, right?
We are, yeah.
We
we're
are,
on.
so I can't. But yeah, no, it was funny because and he was like kind of older too, but he was like, "Who are you guys?" Like, so he recognized me, and he's like, "What do you do? Tell me on what you do and all."
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
so then he's like, "Oh man, I call my buddies that all the time." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." And so then he told him, he said, "Don't be a," and then I said the full word, then you know what the hard OT.
Yeah, the hard OT.
And
yeah.
he was like,
I thought it was ER.
"Yeah."
No, that's a different
Well,
word.
that's for another event, but yeah.
right. Yeah, she says that one at the BLM rally.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
So tomorrow we have people coming in and out.
Who's expected
Um,
for tomorrow? Who else do you guys have planned?
Myron
to...
from Fresh and Fit will be
Okay.
here tomorrow.
Same time, 2 p.m. We
Yeah,
should have,
but
we
it's-
should have continued
I know.
that
I
show.
can see why. You can see why too.
I totally.
I know. We shouldn't
You
have.
never
Tomorrow
listen to
we
me.
will. I think
Tomorrow
we
I won't shut down the stream. We'll
Also,
just.
Okay.
the thing is, what you guys know is that Jeremy is off doing his own media appearances, so
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
to work around our star's schedule.
Yeah, that's right.
We can just chill sometimes between too. I mean, people watch sleeping streams sometimes.
That's
so
true.
They'll be cool with
bringing the sleeping
with
stream to
yeah, it's like,
USA.
guys, I'm gonna take a nap on stream in between interviews, so it's
Yeah.
fine. We've got content.
Yeah, we can do that. And I think
Who else? You said Myron.
Myron.
We got Caleb Sanders, I think is his name.
Caleb Sanders. We have a politician on Saturday.
Who's that?
It's a surprise. Weird.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, we've got a mix of people coming on all throughout the week, and then of course there's always like we've talked about this. The fun part of being at this event is like you run into someone you know, and they're going to jump
Yeah.
on.
Brick
so.
Suit wants to come on, I
Yeah,
think, too.
I am not
Yeah.
sure if he's going to make it through this line. He was maybe going to come on today, but I cannot see him. So
Yeah.
I think he'll probably make an appearance tomorrow. He has a specific person he wants to talk about with Jeremy. So we'll see.
Oh,
if that
yeah?
Their
happens.
favorite
Oh, yeah.
content producer.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I don't want to do drama when I'm here, though.
Well, then just lead the conversation somewhere else. It's
All
your
right.
show.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't want to do drama when I'm here. Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah, only
Jeremy
one at
doesn't
home.
want to do drama. Wait, hold on.
Oh, you guys thought I was on.
Look,
No, I want to do
A
drama.
New Year's resolution. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
I think I'm amongst a pretty good crowd of people that would probably agree with my opinions.
Yeah.
Here anyway.
I
Um,
talked to somebody earlier who was just agreeing with that
Oh,
drama.
okay.
Yeah, so we were on the same page. It was cool.
Chat, let us know if you want to know about the drama.
Yeah. What's this? What's this to? That's Aaron.
I don't know if people could hear because sometimes that doesn't
I don't
work.
like that.
Oh,
They can hear it. I think. Oh,
wait,
I
wait,
don't know.
wait, Melanie, say it.
No, don't say it. No.
I just
It does
mouthed-
not.
Sometimes they
Yeah,
just
they're gonna
don't
be like,
come
what's
through.
going on?
Yeah. Yeah, we won't stop the stream today because we lost like 12,000 people.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see chat. Chat, do you hear the sound effects? Usually
We
chat's
hear
like
it,
pretty
but I know sometimes
they can
there's
hear
a-
it.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
okay,
cool.
good.
I don't know what they all do. This one is
That
It's
one's
a little-
That one's
for
gay.
a little.
It's like
no,
an
it's for.
elevator.
No,
This
it's
is our
very
good
like-
walk-on music. with
Yeah.
guests.
Oh, we got a guest today.
Yeah.
And then we can say,
It's
how's
like
that?
96.
Oh
This is gonna be
yeah.
like marginal improvement city. Every day we're gonna get better.
Yeah. Look at that. We got a guest. Luke's here. Yep. Okay, we're great.
Yes.
Oh, and we have Luke Radowski.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, check it here at. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have I'll probably see. There's a cigar event tonight. I'm gonna have Luke. Luke, if there's anybody that you see there that you think might want to come on tomorrow.
Who does the audience want to see? That's the question, right?
Yeah, we
So
can
if
get
you're in the
basically
chat,
anybody. Yeah.
Go in the chat right now. Let us know
James
who you want to talk
O'Keefe
about.
is supposed to, but I don't know if he's be out here with the plebes or not. He may want to do it.
That.
Um, and then we'll have. Oh, there's Brick. Hey, Brick Suit! He's right there.
We're
if he
live
wants to
right
come
now,
over.
yeah. Good to see you.
That's right.
Hey, how are you? Good. How are you?
We're
A
recognizing
prolific,
friends.
a prolific,
Asian.
a prolific Asian
Yes.
here.
Asian man.
You may recognize him. He was on. Oh,
China
you
man.
can do it, but we can't.
I could do it.
He's on. You may recognize him. He's well known. He was on some rooftops. He looks really young.
Yeah.
but he
Los
was
Angeles,
yeah.
1990s,
Yeah.
rooftops.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, well, he's a good shot.
Yeah. Is Brickshoe coming over here? I saw him.
Let me go see him.
Oh, he's looking right at us.
I'll go look for him. Hold on.
See if he wants to join. If not, we
He
can.
has,
Okay.
he's wearing camouflage. I don't think
Yeah.
Hannah's going to see him because
yeah.
he might be camouflaged in the suit.
Let's see here. Well, let me go to this. See if I got any messages on the YouTubes.
Okay.
God, I'm so much.
It does add weight, though.
Oh yeah,
It actually does.
I'm
No, it doesn't.
6'6",
No,
one-
it
You're
does.
lying.
No, when
You're
I
lying.
when I first saw him in
I
person,
saw
I'm
you
like,
with those
wait,
bag of Doritos.
he's
Somebody
more
says they'll drop
snatched
$500
than
bucks if she yells "Don't be a word" during a mate. No, I don't want her to get
Only
kicked out.
500. You have to buy out the show because we will get
Yeah,
banned from.
yeah. It costs
Now
20.
I did
It
say
costs
the
20
word
grand
here
to get here.
at the show. I didn't yell it, but I
Yeah,
said it.
yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
here, so. But I said it amongst people who were cool with it.
Yeah, maybe at Tucker's you could do it. Like,
Yeah.
But we'll see if Brixie wants to come over. If not, then we will jump off. Chat, what do you guys got going on today? Nick is not here to come
Oh,
on, but
I
Nick
can-
did say he'd come on.
Oh wait, I have to get close to the camera. I was gonna show them my
Yeah.
Godzilla stuff.
What is
Mothra.
Labubus.
Is that Mothra?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says like my
Demonic Labubus.
Godzilla Labubus.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Aren't
they-
those demonic?
Well,
Yep,
it's not
evil.
actually a Labubu, but it's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It looks
so
like
it's we got Mothra here, and we have Hamtaro in a Godzilla suit, but it's a yellow Godzilla suit.
Okay.
So super cute.
Way to Japan to give you those gifts.
Exactly.
You guys talk
And
about Sims, that guy.
specifically to- oh, he's
I
married.
didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
I went to the gun
he-
range with him and his wife. It was
Yeah.
a fun time. Yeah. You know, people can have friends and it not be weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Tell us more. You said
So
you were
now we know all of your
impregnating
friends
somebody.
can't trust you because they're going to be like, he just said you can't have friends.
He's tried to sleep with me.
I have no friends. That's the reason I have no friends.
Hey.
All
What's that?
right.
Oh, yeah. Hey. How are you doing, dude?
You're very hard
good.
to miss.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hi.
It's very hard to spot you here with your camouflage.
Well, you know, a lot of people are afraid of running into a wall, but here that's an exception.
Yeah, I'm glad that we ran into each other. How's your, it's just day one here, right?
Uh-huh.
I saw you over in the VIP area. Very, very fancy of you.
Jeremy didn't get in
Yeah.
this
I
year.
didn't, they said I wasn't a VIP.
Yep.
This
Okay.
is I've been to every America Fest that there's been.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've been to them before.
This is my first
Oh,
one.
it's my first one, too.
First one, okay. Every year it gets better. Every
It's
year it gets
crazy
fine.
impressive here.
It is, and you've been to enough conferences. If you haven't been to this one before, but you've been to enough conferences to know that there's always hiccups. The hiccups are gone here. You know,
It's better than the RNC. I can
Yeah,
tell you that much.
it's-
It's not even close.
I mean, getting the credentials, checking in was a breeze. Everything's set up. Everything's great. You know, they've really ironed out all the problems. Now, obviously, you know,
There's
it's
always stuff.
It's an emotional time here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lots of security.
You know, lots of security, and
Yeah.
the security was always good with facial recognition before, but
Yeah.
now they've stepped it up with actual bag inspections. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's a little bit like
it's
the
great.
TSA when you come in. Like if
Yeah.
you have a bag,
Right.
I don't mind that. I'm
No.
fine with that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
good.
mind it at all.
I heard Hannah Claire said that we have the same person that we're big fans of.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah?
that what do you make
You
of all
said
the-
you didn't want to get into that.
I love
Oh,
drama.
You
here we
said.
are.
You just said. You just
Spill
said.
the tea.
Are we going to talk about planes?
Yeah, well, Luke is France here. Well, he's
France.
or I don't know
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Switzerland, you're going to be
effer.
neutral? Okay,
He's
all right, that's
Switzerland.
fine.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
neutral.
First,
What do you
blue.
make? I think we all knew it wasn't going to end, and it seems to have not ended.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that the Tim Candace battle is still ongoing. Sadly,
That's gotten personal.
That's getting
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
But
I
it,
try to
it
tell-
does
try to
feel.
pass
But
it on to
does.
Tim.
But it does feel like the whole Candace TPUSA thing is over. Candace came
What makes
out
you
and
think
said
that?
because Candace came out and
Well-
said I went too far. I shouldn't have said take away your donations. She
well,
said
you know
she
why
got
she? Let me tell you why she said that, Luke.
Well, some
Okay.
people are saying that there was a cease and desist letter allegedly,
Well,
but
that's
there's
actual
no proof
malice.
of that.
Yeah, that you
Yes,
can't
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't say.
And then
Yeah.
I came out. I was like, that's not a nice thing to say. Like, you shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Right?
just that. She
Yeah.
called it a God-forsaken organization.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Wow.
just. It
Yeah.
wasn't just a call.
Now
for
the shots have
tax
been going back
returns.
and forth, and there was a TPUSA preacher that literally used government literally just now announced that they're collecting your DNA at the border. That's more of an important issue. The NDAA just passed, and we're giving more money to Israel and Ukraine. That's way more important.
Well, when it comes
You
to
know.
the preacher, though, in the church, like this, a
Yeah.
lot of what she's saying, she's trying to reach Christians, and she says she's
Yeah.
a Catholic, all this stuff. So I think I'm fully supportive of a
But if
preacher
you're a
speaking against it
preacher-
because she's
yeah.
literally, I consider her a false prophet.
But if
and so
you're-
it's our job as Christians to call out false
But if
prophets.
you're a preacher,
Oh, yeah,
at
Melanie's
a TPU,
also on our side.
If you're a preacher,
yeah,
at
I'm on, yeah.
if you're a preacher at a TPUSA event, you shouldn't be getting into the drama.
Well,
you
he's
shouldn't
not
be
an
shouting.
employee, is he?
shooting
Jeremy,
fights.
I'm not.
He
I'm
was
not,
representative.
I'm not
of it.
used to 3 versus 1 on.
I know.
I'm
yeah.
usually, actually, I am. I'm usually the one.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right?
Yeah, you're in
I'm,
front
usually,
of
I'm
yes.
usually the one. So it's
We're
like,
in good company
this is
here.
This is
Yeah.
I
unusual.
feel like that too. Usually it feels like us against the world on this topic, but
Yeah.
We're here.
Well,
And
this
I
isn't X, so it's different.
That's
And
true.
I gotta say too, it's not for me. It's not so much a personal thing. It's really I'm on the side of logic and things that make sense. Always a big fan of Occam's razor. Always in favor of thing to another, all without proof, all without going
Yeah,
back.
but Brick, have you watched the whole episode? Every episode?
Oh, if you haven't
If you
watched the
haven't
whole
watched the
episode,
whole
how
thing-
can you even opine?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
straight out of like if you're a man, you can't talk about abortion.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
if the underpinnings and the foundation are so fraught with just basically untruths, I don't need to watch the
Right.
entire thing to know that it's not right.
Yeah. It's
But at the same time, it's like a fire that you guys are breathing air into.
I
right?
understand.
So for me,
I
and
understand.
I'm like,
there is that aspect of it. Yeah.
so that's my major criticism. It's like, come on, let's all try to be bigger people.
Right.
Let's move on. We got really important things happening in this world that do deserve our attention. And
Luke does
and-
try to do that. He'll
and-
DM me and be like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but there's nobody countering the narrative, and it's hard to stop when it's like 350,000 people are tuning into a live stream.
Exactly.
There's another
Yeah.
thing too.
But
It's
why
like
are
what-
they tuning in? Because it's the same kind of Nick Fuentes impact, right? The more you
No.
try to cancel, the more you
No.
try to attack, the more you try to demean, the more you try to just go after somebody, they become more popular.
I think it's a little different. I think it's a little different because Candace in the past is somebody who I really respected and I liked what she had to say. I liked her voice. I liked what she was speaking about. And somewhere she went away from that. And like I think the personal breaking point for me was when she called the moon landings fake and gay. You know?
well,
so-
I kind of
We're back to 3v1.
I
mean, here,
I
we're back
believe
to
it
He's
was
on
real.
2v2 now.
2v2.
I'm
Okay.
yeah. I'm not a moon
And I
landing
know,
just
I
made
know
for
that
you
when
guys.
Elon gets us back to the moon and they fly over the lunar landing spots
And
and
they
you
find
see the
that the-
footprints on the lunar soil, of course, everybody's going to say, oh, but you've
They'll
had
say it's
years.
AI.
It's AI, it's
Yeah,
fake.
yeah.
So, but anyways, so I'm just saying that the difference between Nick and Candace is that I don't think Nick ever had that mainstream following, and Candace has at least the coattails of her previous mainstream following, and I feel like people are giving her more credibility than her arguments deserve.
I agree with.
And that's really what I want to stress. It's not an issue of personal animosity for me. It's really I just feel like she's leading people astray with her ideas and unfounded opinions, and of course, nothing else makes sense. But all these, you start throwing things on a wall and then drawing lines between them. That doesn't mean there's a causal relationship. There's not necessarily a relationship.
I think there's a fine position to be. Like, it's like you have to believe the FBI narrative, or you have to believe her.
It's
like,
not
no,
it's not a binary
Yeah.
choice. You're right.
No, I believe that there's a lot that we don't know. I hope it will come out at trial. I really do for our healing and for for the American to build trust in our legal system again and all this. But it's like that argument is so frustrating because no, I have questions, but I also think this woman's batshit crazy. So like I think that you can live in that world. That's where most people are.
But taking a step back, none of this would have happened if we had a competent, accountable, royal FBI that actually did their job well.
The FBI
right?
would not be in the business ever of releasing this information to the public in advance of trial.
Right.
So there's
That's
not.
one of the-
So clamoring for the FBI to give us all the information in advance of the trial is nothing that would ever happen.
Yeah, but at the same time, the whole spoon feeding us limited information, which
Well,
what
he's
looks like a
talking about. You're
narrative.
talking
Yeah.
about like the general distrust.
But if you're
versus
talking,
Charlie.
if you're talking about historically
Exactly.
loss of trust, then I agree with you.
Yeah.
Then I agree with you. The historical loss of trust in the FBI over the last decade is to the point now where everybody doubts them.
Yeah,
Yes,
these
I agree with you on that.
conspiracies are as popular as they are because the institutions have failed us to work together, and sometimes coming to conclusions without the evidence isn't the right thing to do, but it's something that is a kind of human trait that we have to accept that happens, especially with all the crap, bull-ish, that the system and institutions do. So I think it warrants questions, skepticism.
Yeah.
I would argue, yes, I think she took it too far. I think she got a couple things wrong, and I think she needs to admit that, own up to it, and I'm willing to say that as someone who represents Switzerland here.
Yeah.
Because I know her, I know Tim, I know all the people
I
involved
always try
in
to
this.
not bring Luke. Luke's very, he keeps things very neutral, and so I try to not drag him in. I have no problem saying, I think she's demonic, but like.
I don't think so. I think it's more emotion
I think she's
than it
a
is
false
logical.
prophet, and I think she's saying demonic things.
Yeah.
But whether or not she is, I don't know, but I do think she does say a lot of demonic things. So that's where I'm at.
Well, folks, I know we only have I know you're on a limited time, but I do want.
Yeah, I'm only be here till Sunday.
Well, I mean, I don't want to keep you for too long today. I'm saying, I wanted,
It's a lot of speakers. Tucker's talking today.
Yep.
JD Vance is going to be here. Vivek is going to be here. There is a disparity of opinion, and Charlie is famous, and I agree with this, for saying that bad things happen when you stop talking. Now, I'm paraphrasing there, but that's basically what you always want that dialogue to be open. I think it's incredibly important that we have that dialogue open.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to Great America Fest.
Yeah.
And it's unusual, too, in that for people like the four of us who spend an inordinate amount of time online, it's very rare that we're all physically in the same place, and I like that. And I found myself in the last couple of weeks really just being online, just getting a little bit more negative than I like to be, because I know I'm not a negative person.
I burned out.
And
I
you
crashed
get out,
out.
you get out here and you start talking with people again, and that comes back to you.
Yeah.
It's just like it's something that I'm finding to be very. I don't know, therapeutic's a good word for it, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see.
Melanie took a break from X, and I've tried to use it less and less because I'm in a bowling league. It's like the most normie thing you can do. Guess what? They're not talking about all this stuff. They're talking about Christmas. They're talking about. I think that it's good for people to just unplug for a little while, talk to real people.
Are you the sandbagger?
I am a sandbagger.
Because there's always one sandbagger on the team. If you're in a bowling league and you don't have a sandbagger, you're not doing it right.
Is that some kind of gay code for something? Or
Yes, it is. No, we have one guy on our team that hasn't bowled in several years.
Okay.
And when he quit, he had a 215 average.
Okay.
And so his first week of bowling, he bowled 80s.
Oh,
Like forever.
Right.
And now he's bowling.
He's getting back in the
150s.
groove, right?
Yeah. People are like, what the hell? I'm like,
Do you know about this stuff, Melanie?
Yeah, I used to do a bowling league, with my family growing up. So
I'm out of this league.
That's not cheating, though. If it's just natural progression,
it'll fix itself out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like next season, then he won't be starting at 80.
Yeah,
So,
it's just he was gone for too many years, and they had to reestablish. And then we also have two girls on our team whose averages are 100, and one is a 90 average or a 70 average. So when we play, there's a big handicap for the team that goes up against us, but we don't take it too seriously, and it's always fun.
All right.
I want to thank you for stopping by. I'm going to upload this as a standalone VOD too, so people can just watch this interview.
It's great.
All right, well, thanks to you, Brick Suit. Where can people find you online?
Best place to find me is on X or on Twitter. It's @BrickSuit with a little underscore in between it, so it's not all one word.
Brick_suit.
Brick_suit. That's the
Got
easiest place.
All right, well, go follow him. You can go yell at him, or go and say something kind. And
DM me about how I've spent too much money on hats, like everybody else does. About
what's wrong? That was signed by Donald Trump.
Well, you get a signed hat by Trump. My viewpoint is it shouldn't be in a case or on your shelf. Get out there and wear it in public.
Yeah.
It's not a display piece. It deserves to be seen.
Love it. All right, man.
All
Well,
right.
thanks. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Oop, I don't know if I recorded that.
You did.
I did. I just clicked it twice.
Yep.
Oh, I
Okay.
hate
You're fine.
that
All right,
happens.
we're gonna jump off we're gonna end the stream here too, because it looks like we're gonna be pushed out of here. There's the event taking over. Yeah.